welcome back to my channel. So if you guys are new here, my name is Kristen and I'm kind of slightly addicted to building here in The Sims 4 on my channel. So this is a muchly requested build for a restaurant. You guys have been asking me for months to get my button gear and do some kind of restaurant build. A lot of you guys have like specific themes that you guys would like to see me base a restaurant around, and some of you guys just plain old want a restaurant. So this weekend I really just sat down and went for it, and I really do love how this turned out. If you guys do like how it turned out as well, I will make sure to leave a link down in the description like I always do, just to help you guys find it a little bit easier into the gallery. And I think it's just titled the Corner Restaurant in Loft, I do believe. So my origin username, same as Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, KrystinMyrieXo. I do try to like keep everything the same just to kind of make it a little bit easier for you guys to find me. And I did post this. If you guys follow me on Twitter, or if you do follow me in the Origin Gallery as well, you guys might have actually got a sneak peek because I did end up putting this up Saturday evening because the Sims on Twitter, they did like a post that asked if anybody like did a creation of a recent restaurant and to post some screenshots. And this wasn't supposed to go up until Saturday or Sunday morning, and usually when I do that, I don't post the build in the gallery until like a few minutes before the video actually goes live. So I really wanted just to kind of have them see my build because I'm really proud of it. I really love how it turned out, and I felt like it was the perfect opportunity to maybe see, have some people maybe view the restaurant that wouldn't normally even know about my channel. So this did go up earlier on the gallery and Twitter. So yeah, a sneak peek to anybody if you do follow me there. And also, if you do put this into your game, same thing with any of my other builds or makeovers or rooms or anything like that, make sure you do have the move objects cheat enabled. It just makes sure that I do have that when you put it into your game, it just makes sure that everything is placed the same in your game as it is in mine. Now, I don't really remember exactly how much this ended up costing because I did have like the money disabled. Like I just kind of went into free build mode, and when it comes to restaurants and things like that, I just kind of like tend to do that because I don't know, like I definitely will be placing this into my game. I really love how it turned out, and I did end up putting in a like a parking lot in the back. And I know that we don't have like cars or any mode of transportation in The Sims right now, but I just felt like it added to the look of the restaurant and just kind of like brought a little bit of like a realistic feeling to the restaurant, because this restaurant is kind of like inspired by just like regular coffee shops that like you see on the corner or little cafes. I just kind of like went through Google and got like just a bunch of different ideas that I wanted for like the layout, like on the exterior of the build. The interior, I just kind of like went with the flow and didn't really have like any inspired images to go by. And sometimes I feel like, you know, the outside is kind of a little bit harder to figure out what you want to do. So I kind of just put a few different ideas together. And I did kind of have like the Starbucks color theme in mind, but I really like this brick building. And a lot of the time, if I remember correctly, Starbucks, they are very like that really dark, I don't know, is it emerald green? But I don't think it's really like full of brick and things like that. I might be wrong, but I do think like dark browns and the greens for Starbucks. And yeah, so that's kind of where I got the color idea for the building. And the corner like store, it's just kind of like very typical, especially like in my like city. Like they just kind of all have this like specific look with like some seats outside. So I just kind of wanted to bring that to the restaurant. And originally I did want to make this 3 stories tall. Because I just felt like it might have looked a little better like to put into a city look or something like that. But for the particular area, as I got building it, I felt like 2 levels was definitely enough. I felt like 3 levels, it might have like stood out a little bit, and it definitely is like a larger build. So each level is very spacious, as you guys will see. There was definitely like the perfect amount of room and space for everything. So, yeah, you will see here me sizing up the car. So that is, again, a reason you will have that move objects cheat on. And I did make sure to like put the tables, there is like interior seating as well as exterior seating. So you will see that like tables and chairs go from the front to the side to the back. Now the back part, I tried to keep it a little just more like cozy. And then there is, to get to the upstairs loft, you will see like the stairs on the outside, like the side of the building on the exterior, because I really wanted to keep the actual restaurant very like sleek and modern and just like clean and crisp looking. And I felt like putting the stairs on the outside, it just kind of like kept with that, because I felt like if I made some kind of like apartment entrance through like the inside, it just kind of had that like I don't know, like that family business feeling, and I kind of wanted to keep it separate. And so the downstairs, I'm trying to think, there's like 3 tables I think in the front, 3 on the side, 3 in the back, with 4 chairs each. And then you do see some of like those benches with the plants, just to kind of add a little bit of like character to the outside in like the sidewalk, because I didn't want to put like just the table and chairs, because I felt like it might be a little bit too plain. And I do end up putting in like a sidewalk sign. I think those are like so awesome to put like with your restaurants and stuff like that. And I did end up putting in a lot of greenery, like ivy and flowers, because I just felt like it worked for this specific restaurant. And trying to think, then in the downstairs, so that you have like all of the tables and chairs, then when you walk in, you are going to be greeted with a lovely hostess with the same company name on the back wall that matches the outside of the building. I do like to kind of like keep the same signs throughout, because I feel like it just makes it look like the brand. Keeping everything together, especially with The Sims and not actually having like real words and things like that. And so I'm thinking on the inside there are, I believe, 4 tables, and they are like that wrought iron, one of my current favorite tables actually right now. So there's like 2 little private areas, and then there's like the men and women's bathroom, and then there's like the chef, or not chef station, or yeah, the chef station's kind of like off to the side. Where is this, where I'm building it? I'm just trying to right now place where I actually figure out where to put the bathrooms, because where there was so many windows, I did kind of like struggle with that a little bit, and trying to like figure out exactly where I wanted to put them, because I couldn't figure out if I wanted to have like windows in the bathroom. But I feel like it worked out perfectly, because they kind of were in the middle, and it did kind of add a little bit of shape to like just the big square of the build. And so yeah, so then there is like the chef station that's over to the side. And I mean, if you guys do find that there are so many tables, and maybe eventually like you do level up your restaurant, and maybe you actually get like an extra chef and you need another like chef station, there's definitely enough room if you just kind of want to take out some of like the kitchen decor that I did put in with just like counter space and stuff that you might not actually need. There's definitely enough room to place another chef station in there. So as you see, I did kind of keep that brick theme. From the exterior, I brought it into the interior, and I felt like there were so many windows. I totally could get away with like just making this floor to ceiling brick on every single wall. Usually, if you guys like are regulars to my channel, I kind of use brick walls for like accent walls, but I did really want to make this building seem like it's been here for like hundreds of years, and it was maybe some kind of like not like a heritage building, but just that it's been here, you know, as long as the town has been. So I felt like keeping that brick like throughout the whole entire build, including the upstairs, it definitely made it have that feeling. And I did want to keep all of the color, like all of the coloring theme very like dark and rich, and it's definitely very modern, but I feel like that dark color just makes everything so cozy. And I did keep this very low clutter. I did use my typical glossy black city living floor that I just love, and I did use that in the upstairs as well. So I did put the waiter stations in the back here with like a bulletin board, and I just kind of pictured that to be like where the employees have like their work schedule, and maybe some flyers that sometimes you see like when you're waiting in a restaurant with like people looking to babysit or people looking to like walk the dogs. And yeah, so in the kitchen I did just kind of make it a little bit cluttered. Just with like some stainless steel counters, and I'm trying to think, I think I put maybe a sink and a fridge because the staff will probably need to make their lunch as well. And so just a few clutter items, a lot of things I don't really use that much, but I felt like we needed a hand sanitizing area and that menu and a fire extinguisher. I felt like in a restaurant, those are things you are definitely gonna need to have, and those plants I put there, kind of thinking of them to be like herbs or things like that, because I don't think we really have that in the game, but to me that's what I picture when I do see those plants. And in the upstairs, I'm like slowly getting there, but when I actually do the upstairs loft, it is a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and then like the kitchen and living room is all like open concept. And it is very spacious, and it actually is larger than I thought it was going to be. And it definitely has that loft feeling with like the brick walls and everything like that. But if you guys have like a family that's living here and you are going to need to have like an extra bedroom, there is more than enough space to like move some of the walls around and make an extra bedroom. Like where the bedroom is that you're going to see here really soon, it's very spacious. It's very, very large with lots of room, and there's even like a corner little office nook and like a closet in there. So the bathroom as well, very spacious. There's so much extra room that I just really wanted to keep it very open. But maybe you had like children or a teen or a roommate, you could totally put a bedroom where the bathroom is and make like a smaller bathroom like in between the two, just kind of like shimmy the walls over a little bit. So you'll see here soon. Once I do get it placed, there is definitely enough room, and I really love the darkness in this apartment. I was able to use a lot of things that I don't normally use in my builds, especially those windows. I cannot remember the last time I used those windows, and I feel like it just worked perfectly in this apartment. And those like industrial like kind of cabinets, I haven't used those in so long, and I feel like it just worked perfectly in this apartment. So here, sometimes I like place like the furniture in a room just to kind of get the feel and like size that I actually want the room. And yeah, so this you are seeing the bedroom and bathroom. So that whole corner area is bathroom. And you are going to see there is so much just like empty space, but that was kind of what I was going for in this loft, was just like so open area. And this definitely is just as much masculine as it is feminine. I feel like you can totally put whichever of your sim owns the restaurant or wants to like rent the loft above. So I really wanted to keep it very neutral, and it's just so rich toned, and there's no real specific color theme other than just like your rich dark woods and your like plants here and there. And I also have been getting into, like, if you guys have been watching a lot of my builds recently, when I'm like doing the apartments and things like that have like the tall walls, I kind of have been getting in the habit of using like the I don't know what they're called, like partial walls or like 3/4 walls, because sometimes I feel like the walls are just, they're too tall. And when you are just doing like a few rooms like this, so I kind of really have been getting into using these like shorter walls in like the taller buildings. And yeah, so you will see that I did use that for this apartment, and I love it. And I didn't really put any curtains in the bathroom. I felt like I just kind of wanted that to be open. And I did keep that, you know, the dark rich color like throughout the whole entire apartment. I love how it turned out, and I really hope that you guys like how it turned out. And actually, when I did this restaurant build, I did another one. So there is going to be another restaurant build, and it's completely different from this. It's more bright, colorful, family oriented, and I was just kind of like got into the mood of doing the restaurant builds this day. So sometime next week, or I think you guys are going to be seeing this on Sunday. So sometime later in the week, probably the next video that you will see is going to be for another restaurant. And I really hope that you guys like how this turned out. And if you did, always make sure to give this a very big thumbs up. That way I know that you guys did enjoy. And also leave me some comments below on maybe some like more restaurant themes that you guys might like to see me try to recreate. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope I'll get to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!